Hello and welcome to another edition of the Mayor Dan Paletko Show. I have as my guest our Recreation Director, Ken Grybel, and we're going to talk about a really fun event that's been going on for numerous years, and that's our Spirit Festival. So Ken, thank you for being a guest, and this is Spirit Festival number
31.
Unbelievable.
31st year, yeah. It's been a long run, and it's been a great ride, and I think what's made it great is that the way the community has reacted to it, Mayor, and of course all the departments, all the elected officials, Department of Public Works, Building and Maintenance, our police, our fire, and of course our own recreational staff. Everybody has pulled together, and it's really one team working towards one goal, and that's really to put on a fun event for our community and for our neighboring communities. This is a way that we show hospitality to our neighboring communities. So if they ever considered maybe they want to buy a home, and maybe they want to move in Dearborn Heights, and they'll say, I remember that Spirit Fest, and I remember how nice the people were and how nice that event is. This town's got it together, and they may choose Dearborn Heights as one of their destinations to live.
So what are some of the highlights that those that are out watching this program could jot down and for sure would want to attend?
Well, there's a lot going on. The first thing is our theme this year. Every year we have a theme, and then we kind of have everything fall around that theme. And this year it's we're saluting the Beatles, 50 years of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. And people might say, well, why'd you pick that? Well, quite honestly, it was a very iconic album when it came out. The best album at the time was Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. And the Beach Boys were the #1 competition for the Beatles, and John turned to Paul and said, I think our American foes are beating us, little boy. And so they got together and they wrote what they felt would be an album that would outdo it, and sure enough it did. To this day it's still looked back as one of the most changed music as much as anything else was the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band. And plus, our community's always really responded well to the Beatles. So we do have a Beatles group coming out on Sunday to close out the event, but we have a whole lot happening before we talk about Sunday. And we'll go ahead and start with Wednesday, which is our sneak preview night. And we don't have any entertainment going. All we have are the rides. So it gives people a chance to come out and just enjoy the rides, not have to be distracted and worry about, okay, I want to go see some of that entertainment, but yet I want to see the rides. They can just come out and with the kids, because a lot of the kids are just waiting for the rides to come out. And the other thing that we do that evening is we offer a $4 off ride coupon. So it's an $18 night to ride the rides from 3 o'clock until 10 o'clock. But in every backpack, and every child in Dearborn Heights School got a coupon. So look in those backpacks, get that coupon. Every child has to have their own coupon, but now they can ride all those rides for only $14, and that's quite a bargain. And if by chance it got lost, misplaced, you can either go to any of the city buildings and get it, or you can go right to the city's website and click on Parks and Recreation Department, and then scroll down to where you see the $4 off ride coupon for Spirit for Wednesday. And this is good for Wednesday, June 7th, which is the opening day. And of course, we go to the 11th. So that'll be a great opportunity. And then earlier in the day, we have the Senior Citizen Jubilee, which will be from 10 to 2, and we bus in about 150 to 200 seniors for an event where we have a nice meal for them, entertainment, and it's just a nice, great afternoon for our senior citizens to come out and enjoy the festival, so they don't have to deal with all the crowds and everything. And we provide free transportation for both centers, and really that's the only way that you can come that day, because there really isn't any other parking options with the school in session next door at Crestwood. And the fire department, are operating, so all the parking areas that we normally have available probably won't. So we tell our seniors to use the ride, and it only costs $5 for that entire afternoon for them. So it's quite a bargain.
And we're counting on you've ordered good weather, so weather should not be a problem for the weekend, I would assume.
Yeah, I've been watching it, and it keeps changing, so I'm not trying to get too emotionally tapped. Once I look at it and it's thumbs up, and then it goes, parts thumbs down. So, but that's very typical of Michigan. It'll be thumbs up. We usually get pretty good weather, and if we do get rain, we have tents and we have proper cover. So the festival still goes on. The rides may stop for the time when it does rain, but as soon as the rain stops, they dry off everything. They're up and running almost immediately. So unless it's an all-day rain, we're still a good venue to come and spend your dollar. Thursday, Mayor, is a fun day for us. This is our annual community night. And this is where we bring out all the different school groups. We have representation from Robichaud. We have representation from D7. And we have representation from the Crestwood School District, and their jazz bands and their choral groups and their cheerleaders and their pom squads all come out, and we let them perform that evening for the community. And there's some very good talent there.
Oh, there is.
Very, very, very good talent. So that's community night. It's a way to really make our festival a community event and not just be, rides and professional entertainers. We try to involve our community as much as possible. So Thursday night, that's all been designated for that. And then, of course, our big event is one of our large fundraisers, and that's the Taste of the Heights. And I know you're a sponsor again this year, so thank you very much. We have a number of people that sponsor the event, and that's how we're able to keep, people say, well, how are you able to keep that ticket price so low? It's because we get a number of businesses and individuals, such as the mayor and others, that donate towards it to help us offset our cost, and then we keep our costs down. But we have all food establishments from Dearborn Heights. I think we have 11 or 12 this year. And for $6 for adults, and $4 for kids 12 and under, you pretty much come in and you get.
Oh, it's a good assortment of food. If one has not tried it, they have to. It is really, it gives you an opportunity. I've always found something on one of the restaurants that I had not ordered when I was there, and surprisingly, next time I went there, I ordered it because it really is. It's a good food, a good assortment of food, beverage, good time. Plus, the camaraderie with all the diners is a plus thing too.
Yep, it's mainly a lot of people from the community to get together, and we have a nice outdoor eating area in the shaded area. And I also want to mention that all the food vendors we have, they donate all their staff, and all the food is donated. So this is a way for our part of our business community to give back to the community. A lot of them, look very much forward to this. My wife, Peggy Grybel, she's been chairing it for a number of years, and she's really has a relationship. I'll go out to eat with her, and here I'm the recreation director that probably, I've been around for 31 years, and everybody's saying, hi, Peggy, when we go to the restaurants, and she introduces me as her husband, the recreation director. So, but she has a real good connection with them, and she has no problem getting them come back. She'll run into them, they'll say, don't worry, we're in.
Yep.
And, that's El Shalal, Antonio's, Mexican Fiesta. I mean, there's Leo's Coney Island. I'm just naming a few. Biggie Coffee's back in for the first time. We have Big Apple is in for the first time. So we have some new people, and we have some, people that have been with us a number of years that will be there. So ticket prices are very affordable. I believe there's, 6 and 4. I already mentioned that. I do mention that the time has changed. We moved it up a half hour to 5 o'clock. So from 5 till 6:30 this year. And that is because we think we've been having a problem the last few years with parking. And so we're not having any entertainment till 6 o'clock that night. So if you get there sometime between 5 and 6, you really should find some good parking opportunities for the Taste Fest right at the high school. So it'll be very accessible, and we do get a lot of older people that come to our Taste Fest. So I think we'll improve that immensely.
Good. So we're through Thursday, or boy, this has already been a eventful week that we've done.
Now,
we haven't even gotten to the weekend.
Now we get into what I consider really the nuts or bolts of the event. Really, the meat of it is maybe the best way to put it. And that's Friday. We have a great lineup Friday. We have Steve King and the Diddleys coming out at 7:30, and they've been with us for a number of years.
Yes.
So they'll be here at 7:30. We have the firemen are doing, and the police are having their annual softball game. It's the big grudge match to see who is going to be have bragging rights for a year, and that'll be at 7 o'clock on our central softball diamond. So if you want to come out and cheer on either the police or fire or both, sit in the middle and vote, root for both of them, and then whoever wins, then I guess you sit on their side at the end. That way you're with the winner. But that's a great an event for us. Saturday we get into our Military Appreciation Day. And Mayor, I know you've been a big supporter of our military and at that event. But at 1 o'clock we kind of, as a community, we thank our military, both past and present. So if anybody is out there that hears, watching the show or hears about this event, if you were part of the military at any time or were connected in any way, come on out. We would like to show our support and thank you. And that includes the families, because the families do give up quite a bit when they have a loved one that goes away in the military, or might have somebody now. I think you'll walk away feeling very proud and very special that you're connected to someone in the military.
Now, is Ford Choir going to be, because I think when they sing each of the service organizations' theme song, for lack of a better term, but that's very moving.
Yes, it is, and yes, they will be back again with us. They're almost a staple with that event. They do such a great job with all the different military, songs from the different, armed forces, and then they play a lot of other patriotic songs and things like that throughout the day. So it's really a great, it's only an hour. Come out and then you can enjoy the rest of the festival. But right after we get done with that military salute, we kick into our 31st annual Mayor's Walk, and of course you'll be hosting that again this year. And that registration will start at 2, and then the walk will be at 2:30. It's a 1 mile non-competitive walk. It's just strictly to get people out beginning of the summer and maybe encourage them to get into a walking program. And we give away 125 T-shirts this year. It will say, saluting the Beatles, 50 years of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, and has a great photograph of the Beatles on there, and I think it'll be a real keepsake. And so if you're a Beatle enthusiast, or you're from the 60s, or your parents talked about it, or whatever, you'll want to come to the Mayor's Walk, because you won't be able to buy these T-shirts. They're not for sale. It's the only official T-shirt of the Spirit Festival, and we give it away at our annual Mayor's Walk.
Well, I was invited to a graduation party, and it wasn't a large group, but held it at Panera. And at the Panera, I saw somebody across the restaurant with one of those previous T-shirts. I did not know them. I went up and introduced myself, and they said that they had lived in the Dearborn Heights, and they had 4 or 5 of them because they had participated in the walk. They had subsequently moved into a retirement, but they were proudly wearing.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, they told me they had kept the 4 or 5 they participated in. One was for the previous mayor. They had gone to a couple of her walks because they are fine T-shirts.
Yeah, we have a professional. The T-shirt company we deal with has actually an artist designer on staff, and the guy is very creative. I give him the idea, and then he goes with it, and it's a first-class T-shirt. So we're very proud with what we've been able to produce, and the fact that people will want to wear them, because we like to see them not only in Dearborn Heights, but we like to see them, displayed throughout the Detroit metropolitan, and who knows, throughout the country.
Yeah.
And that's real exciting. But Saturday, I'm going to have to go to this, Mayor, because we just have a lot. This is our official flyer. And this flyer is available in any school buildings. Not school buildings. It was given to every school child in their backpack, along with the coupon. And it's also available in any city building. And you can download it from the Parks and Recreation website. So it's very accessible. But this flyer has everything on that will be going on at the festival. But Saturday, after the Mayor's Walk, we have Dwayne Malinowski, our polka band, at 3 o'clock. And that's always a very well-attended event, so I suggest that you get there early if you want to get a seat under the tent. It starts at 3, and then we have something very special at 5:30. We located, and I should mention Jerry Willems, who's been my entertainment chairman for the past 31 years. He and I are the only 2 left charter members of the Spirit Committee, and he really does a great job. But he found this Danny D, and Danny D is a Rod Stewart impersonator. And this guy is so good that he went to the last time Rod Stewart was at DTE, he sat in the second row. Rod Stewart saw him, couldn't believe how much he looked like him, brought him up on stage, and then he quietly whispered to Rod that he can also sing like Rod Stewart. So they did a duet right at DTE.
Whoa.
And he's done Las Vegas, he's done down Detroit, the casinos. This guy is good, and he sounds and looks just like Rod Stewart. So you're going to be able to come out and enjoy some good old-fashioned Rod Stewart music at 5:30. Up until 7 o'clock, and then at 7:30, we're bringing back from last year, by demand, a group called Capture Detroit, and they're a Journey tribute band. And I'm telling you, last year, This lead singer for this Journey tribute band, it was the finest vocal performance in my 31 years that I've been connected with the festival. He was that good and that close to Stephen Perry, who is the authentic lead singer of Journey. So they're going to do one set of Journey, and then they're going to take a break and come out, and then they're going to do all music like REO Speedwagon, Toto, and all the other different groups and they'll do some more Journey and different music from the 80s. So you'll get a real good, I think, back-to-back. You get to see Rod Stewart and Journey in Dearborn Heights back-to-back. It doesn't get any better than that.
If you were able to get the original tour tickets, probably cost you thousands of dollars. Here you can enjoy some a beverage, a beer or something, and listen to all that great music.
Yeah, last year we had Capture Detroit, and I actually had different people come up to me and said, do they have an album? And I said, well, just go out and get a Journey album. They went, no, they're actually better. and I just kind of smiled and walked away. I said, I mean, here they are impersonating Journey, and you want to know where they can get their CD. So I thought that was great. So I think it'll be a night if you commit to our event, come on out. You won't be disappointed on Saturday night's lineup with that 1-2 punch that we have. And then we get into Sunday, which is our 31st annual Family Day. We have we're going to have a Dixieland band, Tartar Sauce, at 3 o'clock. So if you like the old New Orleans jazz type music, you'll be able to enjoy that. And then at 4 o'clock we have the Home Depot Kids Workshop, and that will be the family affair that we have the connection with family, and we encourage the moms and dads, and when the younger kids are in there, to come in and help and work with them. Home Depot brings out a large staff, but they never have enough because we get so many kids in the tent area. So moms and dads are encouraged to help out. We have Elvis at 4:30. That's an Elvis tribute. So we're going to have Elvis and then the Beatles back to back. So it doesn't get any better than that on Sunday. And Toppermost will be taking the stage at 6. They'll be playing till 9 when we close out the festival. So that's the entertainment portion of it. So it's a great lineup. I'm very pleased with the Spirit Committee and Jerry Willems and the work he's done to put together, I think, a real nice lineup for our festival.
Oh, it's I don't know how you could do any better. It just sounds like one great moment after another.
And then we haven't even touched on the amusement ride side of it. I just want to mention to everybody, the public, is that we offer pay one price ride bands, and the committee negotiates that in the contract. It's not something the Carnival company always wants to do because they make more money on individual tickets. So we negotiate ride bands, and you can come out on Wednesday for $18, $4 off with the ride coupon, so for $14 actually on Wednesday. Thursday, $18 from 4 until 10. Friday, you can ride the ride starting at 3 o'clock all the way up to 11 o'clock, and that'll be a $20 cost. And then on the weekend, it goes from 12 noon to 11 o'clock on Saturday and 12 noon to 10 o'clock on Sunday. And Saturday and Sunday each are $25 for a ride band. And you get to ride a ton of rides for a very, I think, modest price. Mm-hmm. So and we have Mid-America Shows back, which I think is the #1 amusement ride provider in this area, if not the country.
Mm-hmm. Well, that just is an exciting, and I'm glad you ran down through that whole list, but there's something for everybody. Plenty of, and the other thing is you get to spend some time with your neighbors, other people from Dearborn Heights, and just kind of enjoy the camaraderie with your neighbors. So that over and above, and it's very affordable, which is the other thing.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on that, and we have a lot of people that come to us and they say, everything we have there is reasonably priced. They feel they get good value back for their dollar that they invest in, because they are investing their dollar and their time, and we want them to have that. That I just want to, before we close out, I just want to, thank Marty O'Sullivan, who's chairman of the Rec Commission, who handles the adult beverage area, Kim Constant, my deputy director, who takes care of the food area, and Mike Henniger, who takes care of the parking and all that. And we do have some parking opportunities on the weekend at the Heights Shopping Center. So on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can park at the Heights Shopping Center. We have a shuttle that comes over starting at 5 o'clock each evening. So there's just a lot going on. We're very proud, and we also want to thank you, Mayor. You've been a big supporter of the festival, and all our elected officials for sticking behind us and letting us really take some risk over the years that have proved, I think, to be very successful for the community.
Well, I think the kudos go to you and the many people that you mentioned, because without all your effort and time, wouldn't have a Spirit Festival. So you're the important ingredient. We get to sit back and enjoy it. And I know all of you are very busy, because I see all of you running around. The Spirit Festival just doesn't happen by itself. That you're all the coordination. And I told Mr. Williams that as far as I'm concerned, he signed up for another 10 years. So he's not going to get out of it early. But what a factor he's been in this whole process.
Yes, he has.
So, well, that sounds exciting, and we certainly want to encourage the residents of Dearborn Heights to come on out to the Spirit Festival. Once again, it's June
7th to the 11th on the grounds of the Canfield Community Center, 1801 North Beech Daly, or as we like to say, 1 block south of Ford Road on Beech Daly.
There you go. So we hope to see you out there, and thank you, Ken, for being a guest on the Mayor Dan Paletko Show. And thank the viewers for watching another edition of the Mayor Dan Paletko Show.
Hey kids, mom, dad, it's time again for the Dearborn Heights 2017 Spirit Festival, celebrating over 30 years of thrill-filled fun for the whole family. Wednesday, June 7th is Mid-America Shows Night, so print off your $4 off pay one price coupon from the Dearborn Heights Parks and Recreation website. On Friday, it's Steve King and the Diddleys. Saturday, it's Capture Detroit with music of Journey. And Sunday, it's Toppermost, relive the magic of the Beatles. Don't miss the Dearborn Heights 2017 Spirit Festival. Thanks again to Antonio's for being a major sponsor of the festival.